for our next unit, subtraction, we're going to continue with the base 10 place value mat. We're going to start and end with a story, and we're going to have our base 10 blocks available for our students. We start with a story. We want students to understand that the numbers represent something, giving them those opportunities to work within a group, with a partner, and on their own, solving problems will get them to be fluent, solving word problems, multi-step word problems, etc. So let's go ahead and start with the story. Catherine has 132 gummy bears. She gives Adriana 57 gummy bears. How many gummy bears does she have now? So we're going to do a quick turn and talk. We're introducing this word problem. We're going to give them a minute to understand what is taking place, gather the information they need from the story so they're able to solve it. So what is this story about, boys and girls? Story about a girl has 132 gummy bears. What took place? What is the action? Is there an action? Yes, she gives away 57 gummy bears. All right, boys and girls, so let's go ahead and use our base 10 place value mat and build the number 132. So we'll give them the opportunity to do that. And when they're done, we're going to go ahead and have them count down 100, 110, 120, 130, 131, 132. All right, boys and girls, we have our 132 gummy bears, and she gives away 57 gummy bears. And give them some time to turn and talk. What does that mean? What does that look like? Then what we want to do is side by side, we're going to go ahead and write that number sentence, the algorithm. So let's see, boys and girls, we have 132 gummy bears, and she gives away. So we're going to go ahead, and it's minus, right? And go ahead and introduce them to the subtraction symbol, which they know from first grade. But we're going to go ahead and make sure they understand that is the symbol when we are removing, taking away. Go ahead and make a line there. All right, so we're going to remove 57. Okay, boys and girls, just like we did with the addition, we're going to go ahead and start in the ones place. So we have 2 ones. How will we go about taking 7 ones from the 2? Is it possible? Give them some time to do turn and talk. You're going to have some kiddos that are going to remember that 10 ones make a 10. You're going to have other kiddos that are not quite sure what to do. So then you're going to go ahead and gently remind them, okay, boys and girls, we need to take away 7 ones, right? That's what our number sentence has. Could we trade in a 10 for how many ones? And then they should remember that it's 10 ones. And if they don't, go ahead and line them up, and they can very easily see that 10 ones is equivalent to a 10, the same as a 10. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, boys and girls, so we now have our 10 ones. We did a good trade. We did a great trade, so we're going to go ahead and return this here. And now we have 10 ones. So let's count and see how many ones we have. We have 10 plus 2 more, 11, 12, right? So side by side, we're now, do we still have 3 10s? We have 2 10s, so let's go ahead and we have 2 10s, right? And now we have how many ones? We have 12 ones, okay, boys and girls. All right, so now with 12 ones, could we remove 7? All right, let's go ahead and do that. Let's remove 7. So we're going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4. They're going to probably do a 1 by 1, 5, 6, and 7. All right, boys and girls, how many ones are we left with? We can go ahead and fill in this row. Yeah, we're left with how many? We're left with 5. All right, so remember side by side. Oops, so sorry about that 5, not the best 5. All right, so boys and girls, we now have done the ones place. We're completed with the ones place, sorry. Now let's move on to the tens place. How many tens do we have? We have 2 tens, that's 20. And we need to remove how many tens? You have 5 tens. How would we go about doing that, boys and girls? Give them some time to turn and talk. Now remember, for some of those friends, this will be the first time they'll see that 10 tens make a 100, or the first time that they're going to have to apply that. So we'll take a look and say, all right, so could we do a trade? Yeah, we traded that 10 for 10 ones. How many tens in 100? Okay, and again, you're going to go ahead and lay it out for them to see, fill in that space. You're going to have friends that are going to need to see this several times. Let's go ahead and fill that in. All right, yeah, pretty good, pretty good. All right, so let's see that. Let's go ahead and count. We're going to count by how many, boys and girls? By tens, okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and we need one more. There you go, 100, 100. So how many tens are the same as 100? Well, let's count the tens, boys and girls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10 tens is the same as 100. So would that be an equal trade? All right, so let's go ahead and trade. Now you'll probably have to do this several times, and then they're going to very quickly give you the response that 10 tens is the same as 100. All right, so boys and girls, now we have 10 tens. Let's go ahead and add them to our base 10 place value mat. Yeah, good. All right. All right, so now we have, let's count how many tens we have now, boys and girls. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's go to our number sentence, our algorithm. Do we have any hundreds? No, we traded those, right? How many tens do we have? We have 12 tens. Okay, now could we remove 5 tens? Yes, we can. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, let's find out how many tens we're left with. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 tens. All right, boys and girls, we started with 132 gummy bears. We removed 57, and we had to regroup twice. And this is a great opportunity for students to then tell you that they are regrouping, which they did so well with the Unit 1 addition. And if not, then just gently remind them. We're left with how many gummy bears? So we're going to go back to the story. How many gummy bears does she have now? Catherine now has 75 gummy bears. Well, let's see if that's true. Do we have 75? Let's go ahead and count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. And we want our kiddos to see that this row is 5, and they're eventually going to get there, and some will be there. So we have 75 gummy bears left over. So again, we're going to use this base 10 place value mat for subtraction. We're going to start and end with a math story.